Welcome to your deep dive today.
Oh, cool.
We're going to be talking about Bob Proctor.
Okay.
He's featured in The Secret.
Yeah.
And, he really had a fascinating life.
Yeah.
Um, Went from, struggling to make ends meet
Right.
to becoming a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
And he really attributes his success
Yeah.
to Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich.
Right.
So we have this interview with him from The Secret.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to be extracting some, real gems.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can apply this stuff to your own life.
Yeah. What's really fascinating about Proctor's story
Yeah.
is that it's not just about rags to riches.
Right.
It's this idea that our beliefs
Yeah.
shape our reality.
Yeah.
And he really started with almost nothing.
Right.
Burdened with debt.
Yeah, he was making like $4,000 a year.
Wow.
Couldn't hold down a job.
Yeah.
And
Right.
but then this guy, Ray Stanford, comes into the picture and basically tells Proctor, you need to change your results.
Right.
But the catch was Proctor didn't even believe change was possible.
Wow.
So Stanford gave him Think and Grow Rich,
Okay.
told him to read it every single day.
Right.
And this wasn't just like reading words on a page. It was like absorbing the concepts and letting them reshape his thinking.
Yeah.
And so that daily commitment is where things start to shift.
Right.
His mentor even like pushed him to write down exactly what he wanted. And so this leads him to set a goal,
Okay.
which seemed pretty impossible at the time.
Yeah.
$25,000.
Wow.
Right.
And this is where we get to like the core of his message, right? Like
Yeah.
believe it, achieve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he didn't just write down this goal.
Mhm.
He wrote it on a card
Okay.
and he carried it with him everywhere
Really?
and would physically touch it throughout the day.
That sounds a little bit strange, but there's actually a method to the madness, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Proctor explains that physically interacting with the card
Yeah.
creates a neural response,
Okay.
like a constant reminder,
Right.
reinforcing that image of the goal in his mind
Mm-hmm.
and, keeps the goal front and center,
Yeah.
strengthens his belief and commitment.
So it's not just about like wishing for something.
Yeah.
It's about taking these tangible steps
Yeah.
and really imprinting it on your subconscious.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's where it gets a little bit interesting.
Okay.
This is the same mentor
Yeah.
who said, you need to change your results.
Right.
You need to change your life.
Uh-huh.
Tells him to start a cleaning business.
Really?
Not even just work for one,
Oh, wow.
but like start his own cleaning business.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You have to remember Proctor wasn't just like
Right.
thinking about escaping debt at this point.
Right.
He shifted his mindset to creating wealth. And that shift is crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So initially he kind of saw this whole cleaning business idea as a joke.
Right.
Like, really? This is how I'm going to achieve my dreams.
Yeah.
But he committed to the idea.
Okay.
Started small,
Yeah.
landed one office,
Uh-huh.
then another, then another.
And this is where that believe it, achieve it principle
Yeah.
really shines through.
Yeah.
Within a year, he's making $175,000.
Wow.
Less than 5 years later, he's a millionaire.
Wow.
Cleaning offices all over North America,
Wow.
even in London.
It's like he willed it into existence
Yeah.
just by believing strongly enough.
Well, Proctor himself
Right.
often quotes William James,
Yeah.
who says, believe and your belief will create the fact. It's about creating these neural pathways,
Right.
replacing those old limiting beliefs
Yeah.
with empowering ones. And he calls it fusing with the idea,
Okay.
repeating it so often that your subconscious mind starts to accept it as truth,
Yeah.
even if you initially doubted it.
So even when things seem impossible, like consistent belief and action
Yeah.
can lead to those extraordinary results.
Yeah.
And it's not just about like positive thinking.
Right.
It's about aligning your actions with your beliefs
Exactly.
day after day.
Yeah. And Proctor stresses this principle isn't limited to cleaning floors.
Right.
It applies to any goal, any dream.
Yeah.
It's about finding what you love,
Right.
committing to it,
Huh.
and consistently working towards it,
Yeah.
even when you're faced with challenges or setbacks.
Which brings us to another one of his key points.
Yeah.
The power of mentorship.
Yeah.
He really emphasizes finding people who've already achieved what you desire
Right.
and learning from their experiences.
Yeah.
He talks about his own mentors,
Uh-huh.
Earl Nightingale, Lloyd Conant,
Right.
these giants in personal development.
Yeah. Think of it this way. If you're navigating unfamiliar territory,
Right.
Wouldn't you want a map and a compass?
Yeah.
Mentors provide those valuable insights and shortcuts, help you avoid those pitfalls,
Yeah.
and accelerate your progress.
And this is where he tells that amazing story about the man who gave up on finding gold.
Oh, yeah.
Just 3 feet from striking it rich.
Heartbreak.
I know.
It's a powerful analogy for how many people quit on their dreams right before they're about to break through.
Yeah, and Proctor really drives home the idea that true success isn't just about chasing money.
Right.
It's about pursuing what you're truly passionate about.
Yes.
That's what keeps you motivated, especially when things get tough.
This raises an important question for you.
Yeah.
What are you truly passionate about?
Yeah.
What would you pursue, even if money wasn't a factor? That's where true fulfillment lies.
Right.
Yeah.
So Proctor really emphasizes that success. Like it's not reserved for a select few.
Right.
He really believes anyone can achieve their goals if they understand and apply the right principles.
Right.
And it all starts with understanding the power of the subconscious mind.
Yeah. Proctor calls the subconscious mind this incredibly powerful force that shapes our actions, our behaviors, often without us even realizing it.
Right.
And he introduces this concept of paradigms, which are basically our ingrained habits and beliefs that operate on autopilot.
So it's like these deeply ingrained programs running in the background that are influencing how we see the world, how we react to things.
And what's fascinating is that Proctor believes many successful people haven't consciously figured out how they got there.
Okay.
They've unconsciously shifted their paradigms, knocked down those inner walls without fully understanding the process.
So it's like they're operating on a program that's aligned with success, but they can't articulate exactly how it works.
Precisely.
Okay.
And Proctor argues that we all have the capacity to achieve similar breakthroughs.
Okay.
It's about understanding how these paradigms work and how we can consciously reprogram them to support our goals.
So he talks about our subconscious minds are like sponges absorbing beliefs and behaviors from our environment from the moment we're born.
Yeah.
He uses the example of a Serbian baby raised in Beijing.
Oh, wow.
That child would grow up speaking fluent Chinese with no knowledge of their parents' native language.
Wow, it's a powerful illustration of how our environment shapes our perceptions and ultimately our reality.
So if our environment programs us with limiting beliefs, how do we break free from that?
That's where the work comes in.
Yeah.
You know, it's about becoming aware of those limiting paradigms and consciously choosing to replace them with empowering ones.
He talks about some common excuses people make. You know, like you need to be exceptionally smart or come from a wealthy background to be successful.
And Proctor argues that these are simply limiting beliefs.
Okay.
Self-imposed barriers that prevent us from tapping into our true potential.
Right.
You know, he often shares his own story as proof. You know, he didn't come from privilege. He didn't have any special advantages. He simply committed to learning, applying the principles he discovered, and consistently taking action.
So it's not about where you start.
It's
about the choices you make, the actions you take.
Exactly.
It's about believing in your ability to achieve your goals, even when faced with doubt and uncertainty.
And Proctor offers this powerful technique for overcoming these limiting beliefs. He says you have to acknowledge the belief. Recognize its negative impact. And then consciously choose a new empowering belief to replace it. And this process, repeated consistently, can gradually reprogram the subconscious mind and open up these new possibilities.
It's like replacing a faulty program with a new upgraded one that's designed to support your growth and success.
But he also acknowledges that change can be challenging. People often resist letting go of familiar patterns and beliefs, even when they no longer serve them. It can feel scary to step outside your comfort zone.
Absolutely. And that's where Proctor's message of resilience and perseverance comes in. He urges us to embrace failure as an opportunity for learning and growth. You know, reminding us that every experience, even the difficult ones, contributes to our evolution.
It's about reframing our perspective.
Yeah.
On failure. Seeing it not as an endpoint, but as a stepping stone on the path to success.
He also addresses the common feeling of depression, and he believes it stems from a lack of vision, a sense of being stuck with no clear path forward.
He describes this cycle of negativity, explaining how doubt and worry, fueled by ignorance, can lead to fear, anxiety suppression, and ultimately depression.
It's like being trapped in a dark room with no way out.
Yeah, it's a downward spiral.
Yeah.
That could be tough to break free from.
Right.
But then he contrasts this with a positive cycle. Where understanding leads to faith, well-being acceleration, and finally creation.
It's like someone suddenly throws open the window, letting in the light and fresh air.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And Proctor emphasizes that energy is always present.
Right.
But it needs desire to unlock and direct it. He uses the analogy of a car with a powerful engine, but no fuel. Desire is that spark that ignites the engine, propelling us toward our goals.
So it's not enough to simply want something. We need to cultivate a burning desire that fuels our actions, motivates us to overcome obstacles.
But he doesn't advocate denying or suppressing difficult emotions. He encourages us to recognize them, understand their root cause, and consciously choose to replace them with more empowering thoughts and feelings.
So it's about taking control of our inner world rather than letting our emotions control us.
Exactly. And this is where he really emphasizes the importance of asking ourselves some tough questions. Questions like, what do I truly want? What am I passionate about? What would I pursue even if money wasn't a factor?
These questions are like a compass, helping us clarify our purpose and ignite the desire that fuels our actions. They remind us that life is not just about surviving. It's about thriving, pursuing our passions, and making a meaningful contribution to the world.
And he stresses this is a journey, not a destination. There will be challenges and setbacks along the way, but it's how we choose to respond to those challenges that ultimately determines our success.
That's a key point. It's about embracing the ups and downs as part of the process. Learning from our mistakes. Using them as fuel for growth.
He also highlights the importance of finding mentors. People who have achieved what we aspire to and can offer guidance and support.
He shares his own experience with mentors like Earl Nightingale and Lloyd Conant. Emphasizing that their wisdom and guidance played a pivotal role in his success. He encourages us to find mentors, coaches, teachers who resonate with us, who can provide accountability and valuable insights based on their own experience.
It's like having a seasoned guide to help us navigate the challenges and complexities of our chosen path.
And he also emphasizes the importance of being a good student, being open to learning, being willing to apply the knowledge we gain.
It's about actively engaging in the process of growth rather than passively consuming information.
So it's not enough to just read books or attend seminars. You have to put what you learn into action.
Exactly. And this is where his strong advocacy for investing in personal development comes in. He believes it's the most valuable investment you can make.
Remember, he even says, if you have to borrow money to attend his seminars or buy his books, do it. He sees it as an investment that will pay off exponentially. Not just financially, but in every area of your life.
He argues that the value of knowledge and personal growth far outweighs the cost. It's about prioritizing our development, investing in ourselves as we would any other valuable asset.
And he believes those who are willing to make this investment will reap the rewards. They'll experience greater fulfillment, success, and joy in their lives.
It's like planting a seed that will grow into a bountiful harvest.
It's one thing to understand all this stuff intellectually, but it's another to actually apply it. And Proctor doesn't just leave us with theory. he gives us some pretty practical tools to put these principles into practice.
He's all about taking action.
Right.
He even tells a story about his business partner, Sandy Gallagher, who was going through a difficult time personally.
Okay.
And Proctor gave her 3 simple practices to do every single day.
So these are simple yet powerful.
Yeah.
The first one is to write down 10 things you're grateful for.
Okay.
Each morning.
Sounds easy enough, right?
Right.
It's about shifting your focus to abundance. Instead of dwelling on what's missing.
Right.
You start your day by acknowledging all the good things in your life, big or small.
Right.
It's a powerful way to cultivate a more positive mindset.
The second practice is a little bit more challenging.
Okay.
Send love to 3 people who bother you. And that might sound counterintuitive, but...
It's about releasing negativity.
Okay.
Holding on to resentment and anger only hurts you.
Right.
And by choosing to send love, even to those who challenge you, you raise your vibration and free yourself from those negative attachments.
It's like choosing to focus on the solution rather than dwelling on the problem.
Exactly.
And the third practice Proctor recommends is spending 5 minutes in quiet contemplation each day, asking for guidance.
This is about tapping into your inner wisdom, connecting with a source of guidance that's beyond your conscious mind.
So some might call it intuition.
Yeah.
Spiritual connection.
Whatever you call it.
Right.
It's about taking a few moments to quiet your mind and listen to that inner voice.
And Proctor believes that these 3 practices, done consistently, can have a profound impact on your life, creating this ripple effect that touches every aspect of your being.
Yeah, it's not about becoming a different person overnight.
Right.
It's about making small, incremental changes that lead to lasting transformation.
And he believes anyone can achieve their goals, regardless of their starting point.
Right.
But it requires understanding the power of the mind, setting clear intentions, and most importantly, taking consistent action.
This whole deep dive has been incredibly inspiring. Proctor's journey from struggling to make ends meet to achieving remarkable success is a powerful testament to the idea that we're not limited by our circumstances.
Right.
We have the power to choose our thoughts, our beliefs and actions. And in doing so, we shape our own reality.
And what resonates even more deeply is that this isn't just about achieving material success. It's about living a more fulfilling and meaningful life, aligned with our values and our passions. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this question. What resonated with you the most from Proctor's message? What limiting beliefs are you ready to let go of? And what goals are you ready to pursue with unwavering belief and commitment?
Remember, success isn't a destination, it's a journey.
Right.
And as Proctor says, if you have to borrow money to invest in your personal growth, do it.
Right.
It's the most valuable investment you'll ever make.
And one final thought to ponder.
Okay.
Proctor believes that everything we experience, even those moments we perceive as failures, is essential to shaping who we are and preparing us for what's to come. So what if instead of dwelling on past regrets, we could look back at our lives with gratitude for the lessons we've learned and the strength we've gained?
Keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in your limitless potential.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive to